Hello. How you Aquarius doing? So let's get into your reading. Yes, I'm doing these readings off the back. Listen, you have the Magician, the Four of Pentacles, and then you Aquarius have the Hanged Man, right? So these three cards right here for you, these speaks to how you Aquarius, let's see, let's check it out. Let's check it out. You're taking good care of yourselves. You're taking real good care of yourselves. Um, okay. 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 So you Aquarius are not um, taking seriously situations that are too difficult for you Aquarius to pretty much do, right? Not saying that you Aquarius can't do it, but let's get into it. The Magician and the Four of Pentacles represents you understanding that you can't bite off more than it is that you can chew. All of this, you trying to do anything, whether it's chasing up on after somebody, committing to some sort of a job, or what they want you to do on the job is way too much, right? A favor for a friend, favor for um, a family member, way too much for you Aquarius to do. And so because of this, a lot of you Aquarius understand to not just go around trying so hard, trying to make something work where it's not supposed to essentially work. And so because of this, a lot of you Aquarius are a lot more wise and a lot more aware of how it is that you spend your energy. So if it's something where all it is that you Aquarius are doing is basically just, trying to put so much effort into doing this person a favor, or completing a task that is not necessarily so easily completed, and it takes up too much of your time, a lot of you Aquarius are like, nah, it's time for some time management, and it's time for you Aquarius to not take on so many tasks that are off the top, right? Or just not even on the same planet, right? The amount of hours and effort that it's going to take you Aquarius to actually complete is not worth it. So a lot of you Aquarius are choosing to say, nah, that's a dub. And then you have the Hanged Man, right? Which represents other people may not like it, but it's not up to them. It's up to you Aquarius, right? Like, you Aquarius are the ones that have to put in the work and do the work and do all this type of stuff. So if that's the case, a lot of you Aquarius understand that it's going to be based upon your say so and what you want to actually happen. Not what other people may want. They may not like it, but who cares? Because you Aquarius are the actual ones that has to make sure that you're the one that's doing the thing in the first place. So, you Aquarius understand that y'all are the ones that have to make yourselves happy. A lot of people don't spend too much time thinking about what you Aquarius wants. And that's what it is I was talking about like, spirituality, right? I studied Buddhism for a little while. Now, mind you, I wasn't a Buddhist, but I studied Buddhism for a little while, right? The principle that Siddhartha Gautama, aka Buddha, was talking about, or what he went based upon, right? And he was spiritual. He wasn't even a Buddhist himself. The religion, the religious, the Buddha religion, or the Buddhist religion, got started based upon his philosophy of how he carried himself, right? On a spiritual, personal level. Excuse me, because remember how it is I said that spirituality is about doing the Aquarius thing. It's about finding your own individuality in how it is that you live in. So as a result of that, the point that I'm trying to make here is you are understanding that how you do things, right? Your culture, how you Aquarius do things is that there does have to be a certain level of selfishness that comes with you. Not saying that you Aquarius got to be all selfish, but I'm sure you Aquarius know from personal experience, a lot of people are not really about what they act like they are about, or maybe even what they plain flat out said what it is that they are about. And there's a lot of people who fake the funk, act like there's something they're not. And so because of this, a lot of you Aquarius have to take care of yourself. You have to make sure that you're good for you. that's exactly what it is that you're doing. Because if you're not careful, people are out here, will be out here, have you overextending yourself, right? And what I mean when I say overextending yourself, like like in boxing or any kind of MMA or pugilistic sports, when you overextend, which is you do too much, and then you find yourself being out of position, and then now you're in a dangerous place or a dangerous position because you're doing too much, right? That's what an overextension is, right? For those people who don't know me, I like pugilistic sports. I don't really watch a whole lot of basketball and baseball and all of that, but I do like pugilistic sports, boxing, boxing, wrestling, MMA, you know what I'm saying, mixed martial arts, jujitsu, stuff like that. And I'm finally gonna get myself some my own pair of boxing gloves. I put on other people's boxing gloves for too long. You know, they lend it to me and stuff like this or whatnot to throw hands with them and stuff like that. Anyway, the point is, that's neither here nor there. The point is, I'm gonna finally buy my own pair of boxing gloves, mouth guard, and then after that, you know, as time go on, I'm gonna go ahead and eventually get myself into a boxing gym. You know, learn to. But anyway, the point that I'm trying to make here is, you Aquarius are in a position where you're looking out for yourselves. You're making sure you Aquarius get a chance to do what you need to do for you, right? You look out for you. And so the 10 of Wands and the Page of Pentacles is like you're finding yourself again, because you Aquarius may have forgotten to do that for such a long amount of time. Oh, they doing construction. You forgot to actually do that for such a long amount of time, to the point where now you Aquarius are remembering again, right? And it's been a long time. It's been a long time, right? Regardless of whether you're in a relationship or not is irrelevant. You forgot. You Aquarius, a lot of you Aquarius forgot because you spend so much time looking out for other people and considering what other people want. And there's nothing wrong with that. And that goes right back into what it is that I was talking about the whole Buddha thing, right? That's one of the things that Buddhism, when you study it, teaches you, or what Siddhartha Gautama was talking about. The fact that you have to learn how to be more considerate, not just to yourself, but to the environment around you. You have to be more mindful of the things that you say and the things that you do, because if you're not careful, you know, you can end up hurting a person's feelings, or, you know, hurting something else, whatever, or however a person doesn't, unfortunately. And then so what happens is that's what ends up creating a lot of messed up situations. And unfortunately, it's the truth, because a lot of people, this is the problem with love, especially in today's world, right? Quote unquote love. People are doing it from a perspective of they're not mindful or considerate to themselves as well as other people, right? They're not considering the other person whom they happen to be in a relationship with. They get themselves into these like little goofy relationships, and the relationship itself is not goofy, but what makes it goofy is why they get themselves into the relationship in the first place. Like they're looking for some sort of a come up, or some sort of a leg up, or an advantage in life, or whatever the case may be. And they shouldn't be getting themselves into relationships for that. You know, like when you single or in a relationship, when you single, you being single is the proving ground to be able to prove that you can actually handle your business on your own. You can hold your own, right? And then you get yourself into a relationship, right? Then the two of you are teams. But a lot of the times people get themselves into relationships because they don't want to admit they can't get it on their own, for maybe laziness, or they don't have integrity, or whatever the reason is. So what do? They get themselves into relationships, and then they use the person, and then they make it seem like they don't know, they couldn't understand what it is. And it's like, but they did know. The situation is they're trying to save, like they would, that, and it goes to show you how wild it is. They would rather make themselves look like the villain than to admit their limitations. That's how caught up in their ego they are. And see, that's the thing that a lot of you Aquarius, didn't take into consideration, right? You were inconsiderate in the aspect of too considerate, meaning that you were thinking about a long-term relationship with a lot of goofy individuals, but you, Aquarius, didn't consider maybe these individuals are goofy and maybe they shouldn't be around you and gaining all the benefits that you have to offer to them. Now, again, I could be losing my mind here. I don't know. Could be just a figment of my own imagination, but I don't know. You let me know in the comment section if I was telling the truth or if I was telling a lie. But the point is, the Ten of Wands and the Three of Pentacles represent, so again, it's the walking away of that idea that you have to be considerate to everybody else except yourself. And see, the Five of Pentacles and the High Priestess here represents, people who, you got to be mindful, and you are mindful because you've been around some goof troops, like I like to call them, who they're not really built for functional relationships. The only kind of relationships they built for are dysfunctional ones. It is what it is. And so because of this, a lot of them are you found yourself being like a Pisces, where like you end up getting disappointed because, but this is the past though. This is not right now. This is the past. And the things that the High Priestess represents, yeah, they like you, but at the same time, they're F-ups. So they have to ruin relationships and figure out ways to ruin it so that they don't try to ruin good people, aka you. And so the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups represents you have to hold yourself to a higher standard than that, because you Aquarius have more self-love. You're not just gonna be around someone that, just completely just disrespects you all the time or often enough, and then you Aquarius just be okay with it and just be like, oh, okay, yeah. Nah, that ain't even, That ain't even the case. That ain't even, that's not even what's going on. Because you Aquarius have self-respect. But you have enough self-respect, enough to know that, you have enough self-respect, enough to know that don't even get into a relationship with a person who's showing you all these different issues at first. And then you have the Tower. So a concept that you used to think about, or a part of you is essentially being torn down, where like certain ideas or ideations that you Aquarius may have had in the past is not there anymore, right? And ideations specifically about your worth and what you Aquarius are willing to put up with. This goes for whether you're in a relationship or not. I know a lot of you Aquarius are in relationships. I've been seeing a lot of you Aquarius booed up, cupcaked up, relationshiped up, marriaged up, in a relationship, whatever it may be, right? Respectfully. And I ain't even gonna lie, it's kind of odd to me. I ain't even gonna lie, kind of odd. The reason why it's kind of odd to me is that I know y'all are adults, but y'all are unpredictable, because you would think that Aquarius doesn't want to be in a relationship, right? Like doesn't want to be in a relationship. Then you come to find out Aquarius does want to be in a relationship, and then you're like, the way that y'all move is so unpredictable. A person from the outside looking in wouldn't be able to tell. A person would be like, yo, this person wants to be free. But I know more Aquarius who are married or in relationships than Aquarius who are not. That's wild. So So let's clarify the Tower card. High Priestess, Eight of Cups, Chariot, King of Wands, the Sun card. Okay, so the High Priestess, the Eight of Cups, and the Chariot, it doesn't matter if a person likes you, they're going to have to show you that they like you. You know, because there's a lot of, yeah, they like you and all of that. I'm talking about in a general sense. There's been in your life a lot of, yeah, I like you, but I'm a let you down a lot type of mentality. And a lot of you Aquarius understand, again, like I said before, Tower, what is coming down, what ideologies are coming down is the ideation that you give people love and they're not really ready for it, but then they show you different things to show you that they're not ready for it. But all of that could be omitted or avoided if they would have just told you that they weren't ready for it and ended things with you right then and there, respectfully, of course. But they didn't want to do that. They still want to be connected with you and feel that love, but I'm not ready for a relationship. So what you doing here then? What you mean? What you doing here then if that's the case? What are you talking about? What you doing here then? If you not feeling me like that, again, like, don't do you Aquarius any favors. If they're not feeling you like that, what they all up in your face for then? Yo, King of Wands and the Sun card, because yo, that is one of the most, anyway, I ain't even going, because that's wild. Like, I don't even roll like that. If I don't rock with somebody, my dear Aquarius, I'm not hanging out with them if I don't rock with them. So why would I go over there thinking to myself, oh, okay, I'm going to go over there and hang out with a person who I don't like on a value to value basis? Their value system and my value system doesn't align. But then at the same time, I'm going to go over there and be cool with them. Nah, that ain't kosher. That ain't happening. And see, the situation is the King of Wands and the Sun card. A lot of Leo energy, right? Could be a Leo. It doesn't have to be a Leo. But the person it gives low Leo energy, or maybe even a fire sign energy, right? Don't, in everything in context. So if you have a fire sign and the two of you are good, y'all are good. I'm just talking about maybe one of the people from your past may have been a fire sign, or they may have had fire sign placements in their chart. So don't, you know what I mean? But the point that I'm trying to make here is they just tend to act like they're super disrespectful, right? In the past, or you've dealt with a lot of unnecessary disrespect. And so, you Aquarius are doing your thing. You Aquarius are living your life, having fun, doing your thing. Relationship, no relationship. But regardless of if you're in a relationship or not, you Aquarius have your head on your shoulders. You Aquarius know what y'all on, and that now more than ever, right? Even if you're in a relationship, it took you a little while, even if you're in a relationship, to understand, okay, you are supposed to have a good mix of selfishness and then selflessness. But again, my dear Aquarius, I've been telling y'all this since 2023. Yes, you're supposed to have a good mix. Like, you're not supposed to be so selfish to the point of insanity. Like, how some people will be so selfish to the point where they can't see the forest for the trees. They don't understand that if they don't kind of not be so selfish, they're going to take a loss too, because they just want what they want in the moment. But then at the same time, don't be so selfless to the point where you give all your energy up to everybody, everything. They don't ever kind of contribute back. Y'all are in relationships with them, whether it's, because there's all different types of relationships. That's what Libra represents, right? Whether it's friendships, whether it's familial ties, right? Family, whether it's romantic relationships, whether it's acquaintances. All these people. You show these people love and all of that, and then the next thing you know, they don't ever show you love. They don't ever do anything back for you. They don't ever consider you. They don't give anything back. They don't ever be like, you know what, let me do something good for you. Ever. They don't ever do something like that. Ever. They don't ever do something like that. Ever. They don't ever do something like that. And I just see that a lot of you Aquarius are starting to wake up and understand that's bogus. But that's what it is that I've been saying since high school. Like, it never made sense to me. It never made sense to me how people can give to a person that is so close to them, and the person will literally watch them struggle and just be like, and be quite comfortable and okay in their own constitution enough to be like, yeah, I'm gonna watch you struggle. But it is what it is, and then not lift a finger to do anything about it. Yeah, that was always a dub for me. You know, I always have. Did I mess up in high school? Yeah, I messed up a lot when it comes to relationships. I messed up a lot when it comes to social settings, a lot. But I did do some things right. And one of the pieces of wisdom that I'm giving to you is don't be so giving and have people not give you anything back. If it's not in a person's own free will to give anything back to you, to say, you know what, you Aquarius have been so kind, you Aquarius have been so giving, you care about me and everything like that, you know what, I'm gonna send you a Cashapp. I got a couple of you Aquarius in mind that I'm gonna send a Cashapp to. But that'll be a surprise. I ain't gonna say any names. I ain't even gonna say any names. I got y'all. But point that I'm trying to make here with that is that if they don't ever give anything back, that's your cue to bounce. But that's pretty much it for now. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video, smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. Make sure to watch the whole video, if not at least 15 minutes. Peace.